Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you are doing well. You're all my people, and I love you. I always want you to be the big three. I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you safe. Thank you for coming by and spending some of your precious time with me while we take a look tonight at Upslope's International Lager Series. This is their Japanese-style lager. I like Japanese-style lager. I know, it's heresy. But if you do it right, it's clean, and it's dry, and it's crisp. It's really delicious. We have a new brewery over by me called Kitsune. Kitsune is like a Japanese fox god. He's got 9 tails. If he gets a new tail every 100 years if he lives long enough. So he's a trickster, kind of like Coyote. Although I guess if Kitsune likes you, he brings you good fortune. Everything I know, man. I am not nippophobic, nor am I that big of a nippophile. So, for what it's worth, from their webpage, which isn't really worth a whole hell of a lot from what they give us, our Japanese-style lager has been a fan favorite in the tap room for a number of years, and I'm very excited to share this beer with a wider audience, said head brewer Alex Meyer. It's brewed with a high percentage of flaked rice, which lends a delicious toasty flavor and refreshing levity to the finished product. Contessa hops add subtle green tea and pear notes that complement the dry, effervescent body of the beer. Japanese-style lager is the archetype of crispy, refreshing lager, and I can't wait to drink it in volume as we move into the hot summer weather. Well, it's December in Phoenix, man. Where the hell were you in friggin' May? Anyway, did pick it up at the shop when I ran into it. The ingredients are snow melt, flaked rice, malt, Contessa hops, and yeast. The specs say handcrafted aluminum can, portable, recyclable. Good? That's pretty goddamn stupid. That's what it says. Of course, Upslope is out of Boulder. I imagine Boulder has a fair amount of hippies, judging by that. Kampai, at least they got that on the can. Standardized warning, certified with a B, which I don't know what that means. It's an independent brewery. Handcrafted beer, Kampai, handcrafted beer, and Kampai. So hey, they were just cheers twice. I take it. I do tend to like Japanese-style lagers, though, and the place I was telling you about, Kitsune, guy makes an excellent one. He is a big nippophile, though. The stats are 4.9 for the ABV, 13 for the IBUs. The aroma is green tea, Korean pear, toasted rice. The body is very light. Well, it's Japanese lager. The color is pale straw and brilliantly clear. The availability is early summer, June through July. Apparently not out by me. The food pairings are Kunamoto oysters, not a clue, but I love oysters. They're delicious, man. Tonkatsu, again, not a clue. And green tea mochi. It sounds like a Japanese porn name, but what do I know? Distribution is Colorado, Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, Utah, and Wyoming. And notice they did not bring it to us. What's up, fuckers? We're literally right below you. We touch corners. We're freaking neighbors. And if you're going to make a hot weather beer, wouldn't you want to ship it to Phoenix? Just saying. Next best thing to Death Valley, man. All right. I knew what I forgot to do. This here is Pearl Harbor and the Explosions doing Fujiyama Mama. don't want to be spilling beer on the laptop I just got frickin' repaired. Nice if I can hit the damn glass. .49.4, we know she runs 3 high, so 46, right in the 44 to 48 sweet spot. Actually like to drink this colder. A really nice, good, clean, crisp lager like the last one we did from Upslope, which was delicious, by the way. Really should, well, you know, the warmer you drink them, the more flavor you get out of them, but a really good lager can be drunk all the way down at 36, 38. Especially when it's freaking hot out. It's, you know, in the 60s, and we've had a ton of rain, so it's super damp and moist. That's the reason you're seeing all the condensation on the glass. Look at that lacing now. Woo! That's pretty beer. Well, you know what time it is, folks. Let's get that nose up in there, because it is biting time. That smells freaking awesome, man. Nice, light, crisp, like that sharp, crisp nose. That smells really good. I wouldn't say grassy or floral, because I'm not really picking much of that up. But a very light, very clean nose. Really, I want to say sweet, but I don't mean sugary sweet. I mean a attractive sweet kind of nose. So, now that we've taken the eyes off and I can't see jack shit because I took my eyes off. It's on here somewhere. Yeah, no, we covered everything. All right, Kampai, my friends. Let's see, let's slip of the tongue and see what Fujiyama Mama has got for us. Really thin, really light, really fast, and to throw the wrench in the works. She has a really full mouth. Tongue, soft palate, intradental, extradental, and sublingual all light up from this beer. And she's thin, and she's fast, and she's light. So, feeling this fella might know his craft. Alright, since they told me I'm looking at green tea and Korean pear, right? Korean pear. I've drank green tea. I don't know why people drink green tea. It has no flavor. It's just too thin and too weak for me. I'm a tea drinker. I like it black. I like it dark. I like it strong. But, and she's dirty on top of it. That flavor lingers, which is really nice. I can see where they get the green tea pear flavor from. I wouldn't be able to put my finger on what the flavor is. And yet, with that full mouth, that I don't want to say rich body, because when you think of rich, you think of thicker and heavier. But the body is there. It's really nice. This is a good frickin' beer. I'm so glad I broke the Simply out for this. Oh, so worth it. Upslope is turning out to be another one of my top 3 or 4 breweries. These guys are really knocking them out of the park. The flavor burn on this is 5 or 6 seconds. And then on top of that, you have the residual coating that hangs in there. And so when she comes in, and I would actually drink her colder than she is, but she is in that sweet spot. Really nothing. Comes in, covers everything. You get about a 2-second delay, and then the flavor starts to blossom, and then 5 or 6 seconds in, the full flavor is there. It encompasses the whole mouth, because she's a really, really full beer. And then as she works her way through, wow, the inside of my teeth are like chalk now. That's how dry this is from all that extra rice they threw in there. Really good beer. Again, I'm partial. I like Sapporo and Asahi, and I'm still chasing down that black label. I think it was the black label Sapporo a couple of years ago somebody told me to look for. I just haven't run across it here. You did say that was the one that I wanted to look for because I was drinking the regular stuff. Really, really good. But she's really, really dry. So you have to appreciate a dry beer. Back in the dark ages, before they started poisoning all the big race car beers and buying them up and sticking them under what, the 2 umbrellas, 3 technically if you count Constellation. Budweiser used to rice their beers. They'd beechwood them, run them over beechwood chips on the way to the canning facility, and then they would brew them with rice and dry them out. They were delicious. They're great beer. I mean, I grew up drinking Budweiser for a reason. Maybe that's why. Entirely possible. Good beer. There you go. Condensation's off. Look how beautifully she laces. I mean, aside from the fact that she tastes so well coming out of the can, she's like artwork in a glass. Really, really solid. Oh. I'll tell you what, when I start brewing, I'm gonna have to figure out how to work the lager into it. And then I'm going to have to work on Japanese lagers, or at least a mashup, if you will, with some rice in there to dry them out, because I do tend to really like dry beers. Doesn't matter now, because it's December, and we're rolling into porter and stout season, but I saw this, and I had to grab it, because why not? We can sit here for another couple of minutes and I could let her warm up and she'd get up into the 60s, but here's what I'm going to tell you. I could probably drink that beer sitting on the table without putting it in the refrigerator. It's that tasty. To be fair, I have drank so much beer in the last, what I've been doing, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I don't know. The YouTube sent me a thing and sent me a congratulations thing. I forget what it was for. But that's a really good beer. And I'm literally at the point now where I understand the concept of the Europeans who drink their beer much warmer than we do. We're Americans. We invented refrigeration. Why are we going to drink warm beer? well, they brewed it without refrigeration, so yeah, they brewed it so it would taste correct at the temperature. You could probably drink this beer at room temperature and it would not be horrible. And I will tell you what, she is excellent even at this temperature, and personally, I would have liked to seen her a bit colder. But that's just me. So, for what it is worth, my friends, I'm going to give her just another minute to warm up. And then we will play you out with one more song just to really piss ScrewTube off, because I've actually been getting copyright claims, but the people who put the music up don't bitch about it, so it's not technically a copyright claim. Then what the fuck are you telling me for? I can't give you the album that Pearl Harbor and the Explosions came off of, but it is Pearl Harbor and the Explosions. The name of the song is Fujiyama Mama, and I haven't heard that song since the 80s. I just started looking for Japanese music and it popped up, and I was like, damn, I remember that song. Alright, this is as warm as she's gonna get, because she ain't gonna last very long, and I only grabbed one can, because who's a fool? This guy. Next time I'm out at the Totomo, I will grab more. Apparently this comes in a 12-pack of 4 different ones in 3 different styles. Hold on. I would definitely look this up, by the way, because it is delicious. The International Lager Series, inspired by beer styles around the world, will be available throughout 2022 with new and unique limited releases introduced every 2 months. You're not doing me any flavors here. So there's a German Pils, a dark Mexican lager, and a craft lager. The next mixed box will feature Japanese, German, and craft. If you guys want suggestions, call me. I'll be more than happy to give you a list of beers I want to drink in the lager style from foreign countries. Is what it is. Anyway, folks, that's it. We're going to wrap this up because we're at 20 friggin' minutes, which is ridiculously long for a beer video. But how can you do a Japanese beer and not play wasn't? Come on! Been here before. There goes Tokyo, go, go, Godzilla.